Hi there. So, um, I hope that everything is okay with the sound. I changed the setup a bit from yesterday, so let me know if you can hear, because yeah, yeah, just want to know that you can hear me. That's a useful thing. Um, and oh, yeah, no, okay. So, um, cool, awesome. Okay, so yeah, yesterday I kind of I talked your head off a bit, so today we're just gonna jump straight into the making. So I'm gonna change to my top camera so you can see my table. Hello. Um, oh, okay. There's much kitty excitement around me. Hopefully they will not share too much of it. Okay, so today what we're going to do is start building. Um, so we're starting with the ground floor. I have all the parts here. I had planned to cut all the walls for the both first floors, but then I started making the windows, and that took a long time to cut all the windows. So so I only cut for all the pieces for the entrance floor, and you know we'll just start from the bottom and go up, which sort of makes sense. So I'll just show you all the pieces and then we'll start gluing. And you can see, so yeah, you can see that as I mentioned yesterday, these are the inner walls. Um, hey, hey, Gabby, I'm so glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Um, I'm just showing my cardstocks, my pieces of the house. So this is the floor. And as you can, it's very easy to see that it's a slightly different type of gray board. There's both gray board, but this one is a more condensed one. It's also thicker. Um, so I'm actually the original plan was to cut all the floors from this one. I'm not entirely sure if I'll do that. I might just do the bottom floor because it's a bit thick and then it just cancels a bit of the height, like because I'm going to glue it from the outside like this. Oh, you can't hear me? Um, okay, just a second. I'm checking the sound. What if I?
Can you hear me now? Oh, there's an echo.
That was not a good option. Oh, honestly, Christiana, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Um, um, oh no, I hope everything will be okay, Gabby. Yeah, I hope that, um, yeah, maybe watching me goof around with cardstock and stuff will cheer you up a bit. I hope so. I hope everything is okay soon. Okay, I'm glad that everything is fine. Um, okay, so I'm miming for Christiana, but everything is fine, I guess. Okay, so what I was saying, yeah, so it's a slightly different type of gray board. I might do the floors for the higher floors from this gray board, although I do like the stability of this, so we'll see. As you can see, I cut a whole lot of windows. These are all the pieces for the walls, and I decided to go with a kind of well, it's a Victorian house, but in Victorian times, and also slightly earlier, yeah, they had the Gothic revival. So it's architecture that was influenced or it inspired by medieval Gothic architecture. And I decided to kind of go with that feel. So that's why I have all of these archway windows. And this is actually the main door. It's gonna be here. This is very, yeah. I need another camera, don't I? So you'll have like a side view. But anyways, so I'm gonna start gluing around. And we'll see how far we get today because I'm going to use the Finnabeer's Heavy Body Gel because it's the strongest glue I know, pretty much, and it's really good. I mean, it's kind of an overkill, to be honest. Probably for something that is all paper based, I could have used something less, I don't know, extreme. But I really like working with it, and I want them to know that this is going to be stable and durable. And I'm already missing something. Just a sec. I have a stick. Okay, I guess I'll manage with that. Unless, aha, there. Ooh, my stick. Because I want to use it for kind of removing excess of glue and stuff. Okay, so I'll just start gluing. I have my hot glue gun beside me in case that I feel like this is not, that it's taking too long or that I have a hard time holding things in place. I did bring this little piece of wood that has a 90-degree edge, so I can kind of, glue it and just hold it in place like this until it catches. This glue usually works quite fast, so I'm hoping it'll be good. And I don't know if you can actually see, but yeah, I do have the numbers. I just numbered on all of the pieces around, so I'll know where they're going. And that's it, pretty much. Okay, so there is one thing that I will need to, you know what? I'm gonna be smart about this, which is very rare. Yes, Noxie, I know. Nox very much wants attention. I'm going to actually do something before I do this, because if you're hearing the noise in the background, by the way, that is Nox playing around with stuff because she's very bored and I'm not paying attention. It's very sad. Nox is saying hi back, apparently. Okay, so I'm going to use some cardstock to trace. I haven't traced all of these walls. I have traced some of them, but just to be sure that I have them, because if you remember, the plan is that afterwards to add the details on the walls, like a wallpaper or texture, everything will be on top, another layer. So I'm just using this cardstock and I'm gonna trace it because I do have the sizes and the template, the sizes of it, but I don't have the windows in the base template. So I'm just gonna quickly do this. Shouldn't take me that long. And yeah, oh, right. One other thing that I did is that after I cut all of the pieces, yeah. After I cut all of the pieces, I did cover all of the gray board with Mod Podge. It just, it strengthened it, and it also helps against warping because it's a sealer. and I covered it from both sides of the gray board. I covered it from both sides, yes. And that also helps with avoiding warping and so on, which is very useful. Okay, that will be another side. So yeah, just placing this. And all of these, oh, keep it straight. Good. Yeah. So this, as you can imagine, this is a door, and you have all of the windows, and it took me a while to kind of figure out the window plan. But so far I'm happy with it, although it will be, there's a lot of windows, so it will be a bit, probably be a bit tricky to actually do this in the end, or there will be just a lot of details, I think, but I love details. They take a long time to do, but they're totally worth it because they're what give the final piece its true character. So yeah, so what you're seeing here is basically the plan is that this will sort of continue over the 3 floors. So they will have this kind of decorative windows that will figure out how to kind of do a sort of glass style, I think. Kind of, yeah, have to think what kind of, I mean, we can go with just like flowers or sort of Art Deco style or something like that. But we can sneak in some interesting imagery, I think. Hey, Penny. Hello. How are you today? Yeah, I'm just tracing, which is a very fascinating thing to see. I know, I know. I probably should have done that before, but yeah, it took me a while to cut out all of the windows. So, and oh, I forgot to. That is terrible. I'll just place it in. There we go. Oh, and an important question. Your votes. So this floor has basically 2 big sections. One is the, thank you, Penny. Yeah, actually, uh, if you know people that like miniatures and so on, maybe, if you don't mind, letting them know about it, because this is going to be a long process. And yes, the important question. I need a vote from you today. Which side of the the entrance floor would you like to start with? Do you want to start with the Great Hall, like the fancy schmancy decorations, or do you want to start with the kitchen? And they will have very, very different kind of feel to them. I think that's one of the fun things about this floor, because it's going to be, so the kitchen will basically have plaster walls. Of course, they will not be in the best state, but because that's part of the point. But basically it'll be like plaster walls, and we'll have some kitchen cabinets and stuff like that. And the Great Hall will have, well, I'm not sure yet. Exactly. It can have either wallpaper or some other, yeah, some other like beautiful type of decorative walls. I don't know exactly, but it's gonna be pretty. although not in good state. So yeah, so let me know, like, have a think and let me know what you want to start with. Okay, so this is all of the pieces traced, and now we can start gluing. Heck yeah. Our floor is ready to get some walls. And I'm just gonna kind of go around like this. And we do have, yeah, so these are the inner walls. We'll get to them a bit later. Yeah. Where did I put my stick? Yeah. So this glue is it's very thick, and I generally like to, oh gosh. The kitties have given their donation in here. Uh, I just like to grab a piece of it, a bit of the glue with a stick sort of, and just put it like this. And you'll see in a bit that I'll just spread it with actually the other piece that I'm gluing to kind of smooth it over. But yeah, I really love it because it's really, really strong. Like, yeah, I don't know if I ever said it on, I'm assuming I said it live somewhere, but I actually fixed shoes with this glue and it worked. So like it's super, super strong. And but it's also like it's really easy to work with. Yeah, it just spread easily and it dries quite quickly. So okay, so now just putting it in place, and I'm just going to do this movement a bit to spread everything. And I'm actually going to use this from here to press it in to make sure that it's working. And now I'll just use the tip of it. It's a shish kebab stick sort of for the kitchen. And it's very useful that to have the both edges. So the thicker part, or this kind of flat tip, I guess, is very useful for spreading the glue. And then to kind of really put it into all, like clean it and stick it into all the cracks. The this tip, the sharp tip, is very useful. So that's here. Now I'm gonna just move this into the inside and hold it for a bit. I'm not gonna leave it in here for too long, otherwise the wood would stick down, so, which is less than useful. And yeah, I'll just try to make sure that it stays at 90 degrees, which is always a challenge. Try to see this way. Ah. Okay. So, yep. And we can move on to the next one. I mean, it will take a while for the glue to completely dry, but see, it's already holding it. This is what I really love about this glue. And look, oh, and Bastet is here again. Are you coming? You want to come into the frame? Yes? You want to come sit on me? What are you doing? Kitty. Hi. Okay. She passed right out of the camera, which is very rude. You have to admit. Come on. Kitty, what are you doing? I gotta just, yeah. Oh, okay. There she is. Okay, there's a kitty on my lap. Everything is fine. Okay, so now this little one is right here. Now, I will say you will note that, yeah, so, okay, this is kind of hard to work this way, but okay. Yes, kitten. You're gonna sit down? Okay, so this will be here, and this wall is here. And I don't know if you can see, but I actually kind of cut a bit into here to create a bit of an angle, right? So that they would fit together here in the corner. There will be a bit of spaces in the corners between these bits of walls, but that will be covered afterwards because, yeah, we're building it in layers. So that's just easier this way for me at least. Really? We have a very angry kitty here. She's very unhappy with me. Um, uh, yeah, I knew when I scheduled today's live that it's going to be a bit tricky because, well, because basically the time that I end is when my cats usually get their wet food dinner. And they are very much, they tend to be very excited right before that. Let's put it this way. Yes, I know. I hear you. Okay. Yes, you're cute. It's gonna be one of those days. Okay. So put glue in. I'm gonna just put this in, and I am kind of sliding this one in. Oh, look at that. That's useful. Huh. That's actually coming out more. Yeah, it really kind of closes things here. So actually, just very quickly, since I'm seeing that, oh, you did not say, yes, you did say that. Um, okay. So I'm just, since I can see that this actually fits really well here, um, right on the corner. So I am gonna glue that over there. Noxie, honestly. And we're also gonna add glue here in the middle, which I should have done before I put this in. Oh dear. Yeah. Okay. That should be enough. I'll just, uh, yeah, use the piece itself to smear this. Oh. And sorry if I'm becoming very quiet at moments. I'm just kind of focusing on what I'm doing in hopes that, you know, things will not fall apart in my hands. Now. Okay. That looks good-ish. Yes, kitten. I know. Okay. Do you know how well you can see like the shadows that the light creates from this with these windows, but I'm already liking it. Okay. Just wanna, before I put the glue on, I just wanna see how this actually fits. Oh, yes, I know, Noxie. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Hmm. Okay. I might need to run for a second and bring my how do you call it? Filer? Yeah, like kind of basically like a nail file that I use to adjust the corners of the papers. So yeah, apologies for that, but I'll be back in a second because I forgot to bring it, of course. Oh no. Oh. Hello, I'm back. Okay. So I want to just fit these two in the corners as well, just like I did here. Just close the glue for a sec. And basically I just use this nail file and I just, yeah, file it off. So hope everyone's doing well today. And yeah, if anyone has a preference, I would like to hear from you if you would rather have like focus on the Great Hall, the entrance hall first. It'll be super fancy. Or you want to do the kitchen, which will have more of a plaster wall. Which is, yeah, it's kind of, it's just different materials, I think it will be. Ooh, probably should not have done that right on that. Oh dear. So, yeah, I was also thinking of an option of doing like wood paneling, um, like very high wood paneling in the, it's an interesting sound, isn't it? Gosh. Yeah. Okay. See, now it sits well. See, that fits here. At first. Coolness. Yeah. I mean, we'll do both anyway, so it's just a matter of which part we'll focus on first, because yeah, and I mean, I think the whole will be interesting to do. See? Yes. Good, good, good. Now it fits. Um, but yeah. Oh. Okay. So I can already let this up. And so in this case, the corners here are not going to fit perfectly. Ooh, really? Yes, Kitty. Oh, God. Half an hour. Okay? Half an hour. Oh, my God. I must say, it's really funny. She's completely fascinated by the stream on my screen. Okay. Yes. So every now and then she just sits down and looks at it, and it's really funny. Okay. Just gonna hope you can see well what I'm doing. Let me know how you feel about sort of this camera angle, and if you feel like I should have another angle. Uh, I might try to do that on the other day. Today, I just didn't get around to it, and also I wasn't sure if we want that because sometimes it just complicates things. Okay, so that's that. Maybe this time I'll just put the blue here on this piece. Hi, Noxie. Yes, it's lovely. They just walk all around on my table, but out of the frame. This retouching. Just a sec. Oh, honestly, you. Yeah, okay. It's fine. Ah, okay. This is what we have this block for. I'm trying to remember to actually not be right on the edge of the table so you can see better. Ah. Okay. I know, right? They're just confused by all the mess that I make, surprisingly. Okay, there we go. And this will be here. And this, by the way, this area here, this is where the stairs for the basement will be. Okay, I think I'm gonna actually give this a minute to dry. Just a fire. Yeah. So I'm just worried that if I'll, when I use place this wall, it will start. It will be too much of a push and it will drop things. So in the meanwhile, I can glue this side. I just want to gently test it. But yeah, I do believe that this will move nicely here. Good. So we can add this one in the end. In the meanwhile, I can glue this one. Okay. Yeah. And there's, oh, what am I doing? I am putting the glue in the wrong place. Not a very clever thing to do, I must say. Dear, dear. Yeah, this needs to be right on the edge here. Right? I really love yeah, I'll bring the camera after not the camera, the lighting. I have a light here on the side. I'll bring it closer afterwards because it's really cool. The lighting, it really already kind of gives this gothic feel that I really, really love. So I am very happy with the windows, even though they don't have any like detail yet. I think it's going to be a pretty house in the end. Okay. Placed. Here, give a bit of a smoosh. Let's put it this way. Small paper latch. What? You mean for here? For these? Yeah, basically. But so when I'll finish gluing all the walls, once this part is glued down, um, yeah, once it's glued down and like stable enough, I will kind of fill these parts with glue to hold it strongly together. So I'm not worried about it. And of course, afterwards, everything will be covered from inside and outside with extra layers of, you know, cardstock and delicious stuff. So I'm not worried about it being unstable in the end. It's just at the moment, it's kind of, you know, it's the building part, so it's messy. That's how it goes. Okay, so yeah, I'm just kind of cleaning some of the glue because we do want this to not have too many bumps for when I glue stuff on it. And also, preferably 90 degrees. Thank you very much, Wall. There you go. Yeah, God, definitely. Pretty but haunted. Although, I don't know if you need a bump there. They're not, one does not exclude the other. It can be pretty and haunted. Haha, cool. Now it fits perfectly. So we can add this. And see, this is already kind of stable enough for me not to worry too much. And I am working on a non-stick mat, by the way, because when you glue stuff, it's perfect. The amount of times I, tried to I glued stuff down and basically it glued to the surface I was working on. Good God. I'm so glad that I found this non-stick mats. It's really, really helpful for messy people. And not messy people. I mean, glue is always messy. Okay, so, ooh. And by the way, I am technically definitely putting too much glue. Like, as I said, this is a very strong glue and you really don't need much of it. But I have a tendency for over gluing everything because I'm always afraid that it wouldn't stick. So just call it part of my habit. I don't know. And yeah, so this one we can already put glue on this part as well. Yeah, part does touch. Yeah, okay. So on the edges, and that will conclude our outer walls. This is very exciting. Well, it would be exciting if I actually moved it. I don't know. Yeah. This is why when you know, edit projects, when you don't do it live, when you edit a video, everything goes really, really fast because watching people put glue on their pieces is not the most interesting thing, I suppose. But yeah. Okay. Awesome. Did I put it in the right side? I don't think I did. Great. Just a sec. Yeah. This needs to be right on the edge, actually. That's where it'll meet the other wall. So I'm just going to use the sharp tip to sort of clean this area from the glue that is not necessary there. And clean the stick a bit. And let's put it in. Oh, you are not supposed to be moving. Silly little wall. So, as you can see, I always have a paper towel around to clean off the excess of the glue. And yeah, these balls are going to kind of shake a bit until I get them right in place and glued together, but that's fine. We do have some working space, working time with this glue that is perfectly fine. And I can kind of put glue when it's not, where it's not at all needed, apparently. That's what I can do. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Of course, this is completely unnecessary here, so we'll clean it up. My goodness, that was a waste. Okay. Now, I am trying to kind of push it into the cracks as well, because I want this to be, well, as strong and as solid as possible, considering that I'm making it out of rayboard. I don't mind too much if there's gaps because I can close them up later, but if you can start with a good... Yes, Kitty, I know. You know, if the foundation is good, then it's easier to work afterwards. That's why it's also, it can take twice as much time as it would take to do other parts, because you want to be careful and be sure that you're getting things as, you know, well placed as possible. Yeah. Okay. Have some extra glue here that would not be there. This is looking nice. Right. Okay. Hold this for a second because it's unhappy, apparently, with sitting in place. Okay. And let me know, like, I know that, you know, sometimes when I'm working and focusing and I'm talking through things, I might be kind of mumbling more than actually talking because I just automatically lower my voice. So let me know if you can't hear me at any point. Okay. So yeah, I think you can, yeah, you can see that there's a bit of a gap here, but that's fine. I will add more glue there once this is dried. So just, you know, I'll give it probably half an hour to dry, and then I can add more glue in the middle to stabilize all of it and make sure that there aren't any gaps, or just, it just makes it stronger. if the walls are glued together, not just to the floor. I'm being stared at by a cat, by the way. It's very hard to concentrate like this. Yes, Ethan. Okay. So that's the outer walls. Now we have the inner walls. So I will quickly enter. So you can see I marked which one is which, and they are basically sitting on both the, well, the large one basically sits on both sides of this opening. And this one is meant to be here. I'm actually not completely sure if I want to have this opening here or not. This wall here or not, because the door to the basement doesn't have to have, it can be just an opening in the floor, just the stairs. Hey, Olga. Hello. Thank you for coming. I hope you had a good live. So here's the question. Do I glue these down now or glue it afterwards when I work on? So it will be maybe easier to work on the, hello, Bastet. Yes, thank you. Can also glue it later. So just to leave as much open space for my hands while I'm working and gluing, adding decorations to the walls inside. I don't know. No, I think I'll try to glue them now. Let's see. That's perfectly or aha. I need to shorten it. You can't, I don't think you'll be able to see it, but it's a little bit too high up here. I need to remove like a millimeter. So I just hold it. I'll mark it up here. And this I'll have it on both sides. Here, like it as well. And I don't know. I know, right? Hard decisions. Well, I mean, part of the point of this, the way I've designed it is that, or the way I'm building it is that like all the kind of floor details, wall details, and so on, I'll do on another piece of cardstock. So I think it's fine. You know, if later on I complain too much about not being able to put my hands in, you can remind me that I made this, that I've made this decision, and it's completely my fault. No, no perfect solution, but that's how it is. We'll cope. Okay, so just, oh my goodness, do you have to walk exactly where the knife is? Kitty, I'm trying, yes, I know, you're very cute. Okay, so I'll just remove a bit at the top here. The cat has taken my seat. That's fine, Kitty. I'll stand. Okay. Not. There we go. Just make sure. Yes. Now it's the perfect height. So I'll use this to mark other piece as well. Hi, Kim. Yes, Kitty. Well, Kitty is not exactly trying to help. She is more trying to convince me that it's time for her to get her dinner and that I'm a very mean human. Something like that. Oh, well, I'll finish in a few minutes, kitties, and then you'll get your food, I promise. Okay. This aside. Um, this part, the little one that's supposed to be here, I will not glue now because that will definitely be easier to work without it. And like I said, I'm not even sure that I actually want it there. So yeah, we'll just glue these walls for now. And okay, so unless, last minute call for votes for which room we'll start working on tomorrow. If we're working on the Great Hall, this side, or the kitchen, this side. Either way, I assure you, it'll be fun. We're gonna have some textures, and I don't know. There's so many options of what you can put in the Great Hall and stuff. There's things that I'm not gonna. This is only really going to be more about what the walls look like and so on. We'll have fireplaces in. There will be a fireplace here that we'll build later, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna edit now. Yep. Okay. Now I'll try to line it up. Hmm. This is the point that I'm hoping it's all 90 degrees. But I guess it'll be close enough either way. Hi, Lulu. Thanks, Kim. Yeah, it's starting to look like a floor. It's not a house yet, but it's one floor of a house. So that's exciting, right? Okay, so just using this to have it more 90 degrees. There we go. Yep. Yeah. Okay, that's one. Uh, kitchen wall. Trying to remember to be on camera. It is useful sometimes when you do a live. Okay. With the middle part, this one here? I don't know what the middle part is exactly. It's kind of like the back of the house, like I don't know, probably where they prepare things for things that go into the Great Hall. Like if they have a reception in the hall, then this is where they might prepare things. Because yeah, in here I didn't mark it here, but in here we'll have stairs to go up, and on the second floor the dining room will be here. So you can go from the kitchen straight to the dining room pretty much. Very convenient for serving. Um, but there is also, yeah, like a little door here for, geez, okay, um, to pass between kind of the kitchen and the hall. Okay, you straight, are you? I'm not sure. Seem to be. Okay. Let's hope I'm gluing things straight. And this is right here. We have windows. Okay. So, yeah, this one keeps moving. But otherwise, we have the entrance floor. Looks 90 degrees from above, right? Yay. And let's see, I'm gonna bring the light for a second. So we can do some interesting, look at that. Look at those windows. Isn't that awesome? I'm having a lot of fun with this. Like photographing this will be so much fun afterwards. Let's be honest. Yeah, cool. What, the easiest way to do the middle? Mm, not necessarily, because I will have to decide what I'm doing, and like I have better idea of what I want to do in the hall or the kitchen than what I want to do here in the middle, so it might be more difficult. But yeah, I don't know. I think so. At the moment, we had the. I think there is more of interest in starting with a great hall. So I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. Um, I am still not sure exactly what type of walls I want to do. If I want it to be like wallpaper um, or something else. There's many options. I'll probably do some sort of like paneling, wood paneling that are pretty high, maybe that kind of creates kind of divisions in the wall. I was thinking, so in here, if you remember from the sketch, there will be stairs basically going up here that will go to the second floor. So I was actually thinking that maybe this wall will do sort of a mural. Hey, Jess, how are you? So kind of like a painting over all the entire wall. So you can imagine that if you go up the stairs, you kind of walk next to the painting, which would be cool, in my opinion. Otherwise, aside from like very fancy, I don't have any specific idea. But I have till tomorrow to decide, and you can. I just. Oh, I miss you. I haven't seen you in a while. So yeah, so I think that we will do the Great Hall tomorrow. let me know what you think about like what kind of walls we would have. And the flooring, it can be wood flooring, it can try and do like marble flooring, but I feel more like doing wood flooring, I think. Fancy one. Don't worry. All will be fancy. Um, thanks so much. Yeah. And yeah, any I don't know. I don't know. If anybody has any ideas, let me know. You can also leave it in the comments. Tomorrow's live is a little I know. This is why I wanted these windows, because you don't need to do anything and it's already creepy, and I love it. Gothic windows for the win, for sure. Hey, Nelly. Oh, no worries, no worries. Yeah, I'm actually basically finishing because yeah, because this is what the plan was for today. We built a little room. Oh, I can't wait to see it finished either, Kim, but it's gonna take a month. It's- like doing it in a month is actually working quite fast, but I am determined and I think that we can do it in a month and everything will be fine. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is that I will wrap up for today. And if you have any creepy wallpaper with stains, yes, always good. Cookies and milk. I didn't bring cookies and milk, but now I want cookies and milk. Is that helpful? Ooh, blood. Yeah. Wait for the blood. There will be like creepy stuff, but I don't want it to be too in your face. This is supposed to be creepy, not gory. You need more blood. I have a lot of blood in my veins. Oh, I missed you guys. This is, yeah, but you know, if we continue like this, we will never end. So tomorrow's live is earlier. Yes, there will be blood. Okay, okay. Yes, honestly, I'm starting to think you want to kill someone. But okay. Um so basically, yeah, tomorrow I think we'll start working on the inside of the hall. Okay, so last question. Yes, Danny, it's true. We are. Um so one question for other lives. Do you want to see, like, was that enough to see how I build floors? Because if it is, then I'll do the other ones off screen, or at least partially, unless there's something that is oh wow. Yeah, yes. Okay, so we'll see about that, I guess in the future, because we have several more. Well, technically 2.5, I guess, more floors to be built. So I don't know if you want to see me do this again. But hi, Sue. Oh, I feel bad finishing. Everybody's here and we're having fun. But yeah, but we're done for today. And this is just gonna be like you staring at me. And actually, now that I think of it, I can at the very least do this so you can see my face. Hello. Because it feels weird. So hi. Uh, okay. So let's wrap up for today. Um, oh, thanks, Sue. Let's finish up for today. We have our entrance floor. It's the ground floor of the house. And we will start working on the hall on this side tomorrow. And so tomorrow's stream is earlier. I'm trying to remember. You think I remember what time I put it yesterday? Oof. I think it was midday CT, or maybe yeah, it's at noon CT. So it's quite early. I just have other things in the evening, so I have to do it early tomorrow. And yeah, yes, I am thinking about cookies, Olga. Thank you. Thank you very much. And yeah, so thank you all for coming. Um, we will continue tomorrow. I am gonna, let this dry completely and then add more glue here in the kind of in the corners to stabilize everything. Um, and that's it. I will see you tomorrow with cookies, apparently, because now I think it's a requirement. Thank you. Yes, and that was the stat reminding me that I owe her food. And let's be honest, cookies for tomorrow is one thing, but food for the cat is right now. Um, that is very true, Olga. Okay. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm gonna find some cookies. I need them now. Bye. Bye for now.